Now, there has been a viral rumor. I don't know if you heard it about child support. The new child support law.
Heard that.
Let me take it back. Not new child support law, but maybe a possible child support law change that may be coming. Now, I already voiced my opinion about this. Okay. I voiced my opinion about this.
For sure.
And this is coming from a man that was on child support. Okay. This is coming from a man that was in agreement to switch off years of child support.
Mm-hmm.
So what the rumor is that if a woman puts a man on child support, now I don't know if this is going to happen, whether or not they're in a marriage or not, that's a different dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
But if a woman puts a man on child support, then she cannot claim that child for her tax credit.
Mm-hmm.
She can't get her child tax credit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I really want to hear y'all chime in about this. So I'm going to give my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a great ass idea. I don't even know why. I didn't even think about myself. I don't know why anybody across the nation didn't think about this. Okay. Because what I see happening is this is going to negate so many women from putting men on child support, and i.e. the wrong man on child support. Because if you're going to take child support from me, but I get to claim the tax credit is pretty much, in some cases, more than the damn child support.
Yeah.
It's more than the child support. I mean, just think about it. If he was already getting like $500 or $1,000 back, when he get the tax credit, and he got like multiple kids by you,
that's a
just think about all the women that was getting $8,000-$9,000, which I don't know how y'all were getting $8,000-$9,000 and y'all only had like one kid. I don't even know that hack.
Mm-hmm.
But getting $8,000-$9,000 on their kids. Now that money, if you got 3 kids by one guy, now he getting that money. Is you still gonna put him on child support? And you're liable to get maybe $500-$600 per child, and he about to get probably like 8 racks, easy.
I'm about to go a different way.
Okay, hey, go ahead, run with it.
See, I gotta. To me, this got to be broke down, because if the guy's doing a lot better than the mother, and she's trying, but at the same time the kids is living with her more, I do think she should be able to get child support and claim the kids. But that's if the woman's trying. I'm not talking about a woman just sitting on her ass and just collecting child support. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the woman that's out there working, picking the kids up from school, taking them home, feeding them, clothing them, bathing them. I'm talking about doing the mother duty. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And she's still coming up short with bread. I do think she should get child support and be able to claim the kids on taxes, especially if the father is what they call them, holiday dad, or
weekend dad,
okay, or I come get him when I want him dad.
Okay.
I can understand that.
Now I'm speaking on behalf of like the dads that's trying to be in the kid's life.
Now,
and or the falsely accused.
Okay.
That's a perspective that I'm coming from. I'm not coming from the perspective of, oh, she's struggling and she needs the money and she needs the money.
At it that way too, though. We gotta look at it that way too. We gotta look at it that way, man.
We don't have to. We don't have to look at. No, we don't have to look at that. I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
And this is not to be mean or anything.
It's definitely to be mean.
It's not to be mean.
But go ahead.
It is because there are too many programs that benefit women than it does men. Even if the man had kids full time, it's too many programs out there that benefit the woman.
I agree.
More than they benefit the man. If for the same scenarios.
I agree with you.
For the same scenario. So, but even in that situation, she's still gonna get the child support money, but she's just not gonna get the tax credit.
I agree with you, but and it's in the defense of them ladies, same women, some of them programs that they be trying to get in or trying to get on, if you make a certain amount of money and you getting child support, they're not putting them in them programs. because them programs are. That's why you run across a lot of females that don't have a job, not trying to get a job because they get kicked out of them programs. You see what I'm saying? So once again, the woman that's out there working, I ain't talking about just no 40-hour job. I'm talking about they doing overtime and everything, still taking care of the kids, still going to pick the kids up, or still trying to get the kids here and there. I understand them trying to get child support and the tax credit, especially when the dude ain't coming around. He making money, but he at the bar, or he doing, this and that with some bread that he not trying to show his kid no love. That's what I'm talking about. And then you got like I said, you got those females that ain't trying to work, that ain't trying to do nothing, that's trying to stay on no programs and get money. Those ones, yes. Matter of fact, I personally think that the government should come down and make them go to work, like for real. And the ones that put the kid on the wrong guy, I think they should either
prosecute them.
Yeah, be on papers for at least 2 years. I think they should either pay money as far as some type of here, because you dirted this man's name up all through the courts. Right. I think they should come up with something, because if a guy go and say, "Oh, that's my baby mama," she mad and, "No, I ain't your baby mama, but you just told me, you was. I thought that was my son." Yeah. So yeah, I think it should be something.
Also, there needs to be a rule where if after the man signs a birth certificate,
mm-hmm.
and then goes and do the DNA test and finds out that it's not his kid, he should no longer be legally obligated to child support to pay for that kid.
I agree with you.
That needs to be a change too, because in some situations, some men be head over heels.
Yeah. And find out the kid ain't his.
Whether it's 2 years later, it's 3 years later, whatever the case is.
I agree.
Then they should no longer be legally obligated, and the state should sue the mother to get that money back from her and then refund the father his money.
I agree with you 100%.
Because
well, I'm gonna say this. I think that they should sit and talk to the father. Hey, you want us to do this? Do you want your money back? Make the decision through the father, you know what I'm saying? Or through the guy. Don't just do the shit, you know what I'm saying? Because some guys might be like, fuck it.
So we got a comment. So a comment says in that case, why not get the DNA test before signing? So here's the problem with that. There are a number of hospitals that don't do DNA tests on site.
And then you got those guys that just be want a family so bad that they don't want a DNA test.
Right. Now, DNA tests have become more affordable because you can go to CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, whatever, and you can go get a DNA test. And it's only like $30, $40 to do a swab and send it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then that will get you your results. So that's a lot easier. But even in that sense, what happens is that when you ask for a DNA test, some women get very offended by that question.
I mean, you shouldn't get offended if you know what's in your body. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When my son was born, I asked for a DNA test, and his mother agreed. So, we was in agreement with that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't end up getting it until like 6 months later, but we were in agreement that I can do that before I sign the birth certificate. But that's not always the case.
No, but at the same time, if you got doubts and you think she's been around, you don't have to sign that. You don't have to sign that birth certificate right off the back.
Nope.
You can. Let's put a pause on this until we get a DNA test. She could be mad all she want. You know what I'm saying? You just want to be sure. I mean,
and there's nothing. If you're not married to the person,
you shouldn't be mad.
Even if you're married, in my opinion. But if you're not married to the person, you should definitely get a DNA test. I don't care how long you've been together. Y'all not around each other 24/7. And I don't really think it's a trust issue for asking for a DNA test. I don't think it's a trust issue.
Most people will look at it as a trust issue, but I'd look at it as reinsurance. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, women like to be reinsured. I want to be reinsured that I'm investing my time in the right person.
Yeah.
And building this family, and knowing that the family that I'm building, that
it's mine.
It's mine. The child is mine, because
I don't want to know 17 years later, oh, he need a kidney. Oh, you ain't a match. How am I not a match? Oh, you ain't got the same blood. What?
And that happens.
Yeah,
there's been a lot of horror stories.
Yeah.
I came across this one story. I don't know how true it is, but it was very interesting. This father, it was on I think divorce court or whatever. And this father had went and got a DNA test on all 3 of his kids. He has been married to this lady for over 50 years.
And none of them his.
I think
I seen that too.
And this man was in court hurt.
Yeah.
He always was suspicious that she was having sex with the plumber, which she said that he was just coming to fix something. And he was always like, well, what is he fixing? Ain't nothing to fix. But he was married to this lady for 60 years. She was in court boo-hooing, crying, the whole 9 yards. I love you. These are your kids and everything. 50, 60 years later, they're well into retirement age. And he found out that these kids aren't his, because he kept saying, I'm a well handsome guy. Them kids are ugly.
Damn.
It's like
I got some ugly kids. Damn, bro.
But them kids, they ugly.
I mean, they had to be every bit of 30, in their 30s, maybe 40s. Maybe. The kids.
But that's what I say. For the women out there, let these men have reassurance and get the DNA test. It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't hurt anybody.
Well, it hurts them if they lying. So.
Oh well, yeah, it does.
So it kind of do hurt.
Because think about it. If you end up marrying this person, then they say that, oh, this is not your child, then you're obligated to pay child support. You're obligated to pay child support. So, you got to look at it from that perspective. We got to look at it from a more logical perspective, and look at what are we trying to do and how we're trying to move.
Facts.
I'm always trying to move where I'm going to be in the best financial position for me. Okay. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to, think about marriage and thinking about, kids and child support and stuff like that, it's kind of like, you don't want to be on the wrong side, on the wrong side of the fence.
Right.
Okay. And when we talk about marriage, you don't want to be on the wrong side of the fence when it comes to marriage, because you married the wrong person and now they gone.
I mean, but you'll never know who the right person or the wrong person.
I mean, that's why you stay with them for 10 years before you marry you.
What? Man, hell no.
I'm joking.
You only wasted 10 years.
But I mean, you definitely got to right to ask the right questions and kind of pay attention to mannerisms. There's only so long you just can hide it.
I was about to say, I don't even think you can ask the right questions, bro. You can ask a million questions, bro, and you just got to do the time with the person, because time eventually. All right,
Charlie Grab.
Time eventually shows their true colors, but you can ask a person a million times different questions, and they still give you the same answer, and they could be cheating on you. They can be doing whatever, Yep. It's just time will tell. Shit.
Time will definitely tell.
Yeah.
Time will definitely tell. All right. So, outside of that, we already talked about potential consequences and everything. It's going to be interesting to see if it does come to pass. Honestly, I don't know if it will or will not come to pass. It could just be a rumor. It could just be something to kind of just stir the pot to see kind of what happens. So one of the things that, going into our next subject, is